Hey everyone, day 30 of my 30 and 120 painting stuff. I actually did a little bit of work today or yesterday, but I didn't get it on the videos. But I guess to start off with, because there's a whole bunch here, I started working on my Austrian artillery Reformation areas for ESR. It's kind of what I did yesterday was did all the base coating and all that stuff, and then tried to airbrush yellow on there, and man, it did not work at all. So uh, I need to figure that out. Yellow is my bane. So after yesterday, after I put everything together and airbrushed it, kind of crappy, did this kind of crappy light yellow tint. I today just went and brushed the yellow on the bottoms of everything, and then once I get it glued down to the bases, then I'll go and do the yellow on top of everything. So there's that. And then I have my horses here. I haven't actually started painting on the artillerymen except for doing the bases. Um, and then what I also have are 15 millimeter 7 years war. These are all Austrians. I have basically a regiment. It's going to be 2 battalions, a regiment, which includes the grenadiers and the battalion guns. That's what 24, 48. Plus 8 is 56, plus 4, 60. 60 guys there, if I'm doing my math right. I could be completely wrong on that. Yeah, apparently oh, yeah, here we go. There's that last one. So I'm doing Austrian 15 millimeter 7 years war right now. Yeah, I know I got my 28s, but whatever, don't care. So basically, I mean, I'm gonna try something else, something different. I did like the base coat of the uniform because their uniforms are white. I did the base coat in a light mud, so I'm going to use that as kind of the shadow. And then when I after I get the facings on, I did the little bag back there. It's pretty much I get everything else out. Then my last step after everything else, I'll go in and do the white highlight part. A little bit on the legs there, and the arms and shoulders, back, in between the turn back, stuff like that. So that way you kind of get that shadowed color, but it's not just a plain white uniform because that's really boring and gross looking. But that's what I've got. So 60, 15 millimeters, going pretty quick. I think it'll be go pretty good. Um, 2 battalion guns again, like with the others. I tried to airbrush the yellow, didn't work so well. So I went ahead and brushed the yellow on the bottom, and then I'll come back and brush the rest of it later. And then also one regimental commander. So this will be the regimental colonel or whatever, kind of the same thing. So there's a little bit of progress. And here I have grenadiers, same deal. There'll be 4 grenadiers per battalion, 24 everybody else per battalion. And they're going on these bases. I've already kind of also lined out, how I'm going to place them on the bases there. So these are the 2 battalions, and then each battalion also gets a stand of grenadiers. And here's the stand for the battalion gun, which the battalion gun, here's the artilleryman. I haven't started working on them yet, but each battalion gun will have 2 artillery guys associated with it as well. So that's pretty much how I'm going to start doing my 7 years war stuff here on out. I've got another regiment of Austrians in the bags, and then I have 2 regiments of Prussians, which will be set up similar, except with them I've got 6-pounders instead of 3-pounders. And then I have enough miniatures to do a full regiment of cuirassiers for both Austria and Prussia. So that'll be um, 6 squadrons of Austrians plus a company of carabiners, and then 5 squadrons of Prussians, cuirassiers. My goal is to basically do a battle, but maybe not do a full battle, but basically pick a section of the battle, a section of a battlefield, and be able to um, fight that portion of the battle with the actual, units represented, and not having to cut them down. Because usually, big battles, especially when you're talking about 28s, you have to kind of pare down the unit sizes to where, one unit will represent the whole regiment instead of just one battalion, for example. So with the 15 millimeters, I'm hoping that I can just go whole hog and do it for reals. So that's my progress for today. I've rambled on long enough. I'm tired and getting ready for bed, and that's part of the problem. So I'll talk to you all later. You guys have a happy time gaming.